Yeah. No, I haven't done this in a while. That red light is just a disaster ready to happen. أما فديتني. I've got great energy. Oh. I haven't done this in a while. I swear. Wallah wallah. You get your face done, Mariam. Your face changes and your eyebrows aren't done. First I waxed my face and it's so beautiful. I don't know if it's like, the song is really nice. مبين ما حد يريد يبارك. It's fine. I'm thinking of actually doing that. What do I say? Balance. Mariam, let's talk about balance. Let's talk about balance and the tri theory. I think that's Najwa Karam. Yeah, حلوة. It's a nice song. We might play it on the way back. يعني we've got like maybe 15 minutes till we have to go inside and go to class, to our Pilates class, Mariuma. This is not going anywhere, but I learned something really interesting today. Well, I've learned a couple of interesting things, but the interesting thing that I've learned, there are 4 aspects to increasing your self-esteem, and I think I'm like really like interested into, like, I'm really keen on understanding the different aspects that increases a person's self-esteem, and where I want to start working on them as well, just for my own sake as well, just for extra personal growth. Everyone needs extra personal growth in their life. So you've got your boundaries, that's the first one, and then you've got your needs. What are your needs? And then you've also got your emotions, understanding your emotions and understanding like how to interpret them. And you also have the main one that comes on top as well, which is your personal integrity. It's the promises that you make to yourself and what you do to keep those promises. So you've got 4 things. The top one, so right now, I'm just gonna look here. So right now I've got my calendar that's scheduled out for the week, and they are my set goals for the week of what are my non-negotiables, which is work 1 day, Pilates, yoga, and then walking these are all like my non-negotiables. They're not changing. And then I have one day where I commit to going out and doing something for myself, whether it's the movies, dinner, breakfast, going on a road trip. That is also my non-negotiable. That's not changing. And then you have your small commitments that you make in your head. That is where I'm talking about, is the small commitments that you make in your head at night or at some stage during the day, and you say, I'm going to do this, and then when it gets to it, you're going to say, I'll do this later, and then it gets to that later time, you pretend like it hasn't happened, like you haven't made that commitment to yourself. I do that all the time. I get to the end and I'll pretend like I haven't broken that commitment with myself. So I'll pretend that I forgot about it, or I don't even acknowledge it in my head, and I'm like, okay, it hasn't happened. And I do that generally with praying as well. Like I'll pray, and then it comes to prayer time, and then it comes to the next prayer time, and I'm like in my head, I'll do it tomorrow, and then tomorrow comes, and then I skip on that, and then it just kind of generally just every single day it's just broken promises. But the promises that are broken are not towards anyone. They're not affecting anyone. Even the commitments that you make with people, even those commitments that you make to people, whether it's like, hey, I'll help out with the dishes today, and you break that promise, yes, of course, it's going to hinder the relationship between you and that person, but it's also hindering the relationship with you have with yourself. It's hindering the trust that you have within yourself, because subconsciously you're telling yourself, I don't trust myself. And that is the worst thing you can do to yourself, is to break those promises that you make, those small commitments that you make in your head. The worst thing you can do is make a commitment to yourself and not stick to it. Make those commitments and stick to them. Even if no one's watching, even if no one is holding you accountable, hold yourself accountable and stick to these commitments, because these commitments are what's going to increase your self-trust, and they're going to increase your your self-esteem. It's like, I can trust myself. And yeah, so that's the first thing. And it's 8. I don't even know what time it is. Bismillah, we have time for one more thing. You also have your boundaries, which is what you're willing to accept and what you're not willing to accept. A lot of the times I've been one of those people where I haven't had any boundaries, so anyone can overstep and I'll be like, it's fine. Now I'm learning boundaries, and it's the most uncomfortable thing I have ever learned, is to say no. Not just saying no, because you're not just saying no to them, you're saying yes to yourself. And I've never put myself first. So I'm coming from someone that's recovering from people pleasing. I've never said yes to myself. So I'm in a place where I'm enforcing my boundaries and understanding what I am willing to allow, and what I'm not willing to allow, and what are the things that I'm willing to tolerate. Also my emotional boundaries. What is like boundaries within myself that I'm willing to do? What are the things that people will do that I'm willing to just stop at some stage and be like, okay, I've had enough. You're done. It's done. That's one thing. I think in that area I'm still sort of lacking, and I'm learning to enforce my boundaries. And one of the main boundaries that I have and that I need to stick to is not taking on too much of a load. right now I have my current schedule is probably packed, whether it's studying, whether it's job, or it's my work, which is 8 hours every single day, non-negotiable, whether it's my health, which is Pilates, yoga, walking. That's my non-negotiable, because I'm taking care of my body here, and that's really important to me. So then work and my health are my non-negotiables. And then you have my one day, and then there are days where I commit to reading, and I enjoy it, and I really enjoy it. And there are days where I skip on it, and I don't like to make that commitment because I don't want to break it. And there's studying as well. There are days where I'm like, I'll do this, and then I'm like, okay, you've made that commitment to yourself. Don't make a commitment to yourself. Don't even like acknowledge a commitment to yourself if you're going to make it, if you're going to break it. I think really, really neat. I don't want to